On October 11, 2013, Françoise Michaux was found dead in her Belgian manor. One bullet to the head and no sign of struggle. The most disturbing part, the killer wasn't a stranger. Françoise lived in this countryside estate with her husband Yves. As the third wife of a wealthy heir, she enjoyed a life of quiet luxury. Their grand manor was a retreat until everything changed. After Yves passed away in 2011, Françoise was left alone, living out her retirement. But tensions brewed. A bitter inheritance dispute fractured the family, and Françoise unknowingly became a target. Unbeknownst to her, a plot was in motion to ensure she never claimed what was rightfully hers. And on the night of October 11, 2013, plan came to fruition. At 72, Françoise Michaux was assassinated in her own home. The perpetrator staged the scene as a break-in, but police quickly uncovered evidence revealing a calculated crime. For the first time in a long time, I'm exploring again in my home country of Belgium, and I got a super interesting place that's right around the corner here. The owner of this place got assassinated by one of their heirs, and the house is kind of creepy and has a vibe over it, but we're going to check it out right now, and we're going to see what this place is all about, see what this property is all about. Okay, let's go. Let's check it out. It's very cold still here in the morning in Belgium. It's right next to a sort of nature park over here. I see nobody. Okay, we're on the property. There's even another house over here to the side. I have no idea what this is. Absolutely no clue. But the house that we're coming for is right over here, around the corner. It's been abandoned now since 2011, and it's completely overgrown by this time. Look at that. You can see that nobody ever comes here anymore. Okay, let's see this place and let's film an epic video about it. Such a wonderful morning here in Belgium, and I don't really explore that much anymore in my own country nowadays, but I should really do it more. It really lets me see the beauty of my own country, but the place we have in store for you today, yeah, you just heard it from the story, the beauty is all but there. I've been discovering more and more about these people and about the story while being here, but it gets more sinister the longer I'm here, and let's uncover some mysteries while going through this place. You can clearly see from the backyard that I have to correct a mistake. I said 2011 before, but this has been abandoned since 2013 when Françoise, the stepmother of Anna, got murdered by a bullet to the head, actually inside of this house, inside of this manor. A very sad story. There's also this house here on the property, and I don't really know what it was used for. There is a fence around it here, as you can see, but it looks like some sort of an institution, and I don't really think it was part of the house itself. There's also that fence and everything, and it seems to be not part of this property at all. But yeah, Yves and François and his father, they were all very rich people, and he was in the iron industry, and as you can see, triple garages, beautiful manor in the Belgian countryside. Like, they had a lot of money to spend. They even had a house in Spain. They had so much things. Oh my God. I didn't even see that there was a car in here yet. Whoa. That's actually a pretty nice car. We have a Volvo V60 in here. Oh no, XC90, excuse me. That's one of the more premium models of the Volvo. Wow. Let's see if it's open. My God. My God. The car is still open, still standing here. Still smells very nice. I'm a bit speechless at this point. Like this whole car and everything still standing here. Probably if you have the key, it would still start up and drive away in a moment's notice. Oh, a lot of stuff left here in the garage. A retro fridge, some furniture, a whole tree. Damn. But yeah, I'm shocked and speechless by the car that's left here. The tires still have air in them. The car looks like it's exactly like 10, 15 years old from the time that this place was last inhabited before this terrible, terrible thing happened. Okay. Before we go further to the house, there was one more garage here on this side. Oh. And it looks more than a garage. It looks like a sort of living area. Some bound books still lying here. Documents, probably from the business. I see 1921 written here on the documents. Oh no, 1981. That would have been a long, long time. 1981. Literature and everything down here. There's even a shower. Yeah, this looks like it might have been a place where they or showered after work or an extra little lodge where somebody could sleep. A big jar of plateau green. Zinc, it says on there. Don't know what that is. Damn. Okay. Look at the beauty of the morning here. It's like some mist going around the place. Gives it that extra eerie vibe. I love exploring abandoned places in the morning. It has this sort of, yeah, what I was just describing, a vibe over it, and especially with a story like this, a very mystical vibe. And it really makes exploring these places like walking through a movie. That's so beautiful. But here we can see the first evidence of what happened in this place. There's still some old police tape hanging here on the side. And that's from the time when they discovered Françoise, her body, inside this place in the year 2013. Already 12 years ago at this point. It's a beautiful house from the outside. I honestly would love to live here, but not if there is a murder committed inside the house. Okay, let's make our way around. So Yves, the father of Anna, he also was a very devoted hunter, and it's probably the reason why he lived here, because this area here is very well known for being very favorable for hunters, and a lot of hunters live around here and have lodges around here. And that's probably why he decided to move out here, because the family, Yves himself, was already incredibly rich before he even was born. Like, his father made a tremendous amount of money and left him a lot as inheritance. You can even see here on the door, it says that this is protected by the police, and this sticker has faded over the years. It has alarm, it says, but that's not true anymore after all this time. And I just checked, but we cannot get inside of this patio area here in front of the house. So you can just get a quick glimpse of what's inside of there. A horse saddle. My light is in the way. Just put that off. A horse saddle. A cabinet, some papers, and just some random things lying here in that patio area. I also noticed here on the door, There's another police sticker on the side here. So they literally sealed up every single door in this place. And they also, through doing all of this, found 8 pieces of evidence against Anna. Because she, of course, didn't commit the crime. She hired somebody to commit the crime for her. Just wanted to give you a glimpse of the beauty of this property from the backside. When the doors were open and the people were sitting here on the back corner on the terrace up there, they had this wonderful view of this countryside, this foresty area behind here. Very beautiful. And like I said, especially in the morning time right now. Okay. So very conveniently, somebody placed the pallet down here and the window is wide open for us to enter into this building.
When Yves passed away in 2011, he left half his fortune to his daughter, Anne, and the other half to his wife, Françoise. Despite inheriting a villa in Spain and €1.5 million, Anne saw her stepmother as an obstacle to full control of the estate. Anne had a deep connection to Edouard, a known criminal and former partner. This man later turned out to be on the most wanted list of the Belgian criminals. Reuniting in 2012, their toxic relationship reignited, fueled by desperation and greed. Together they plotted to eliminate Françoise. Anne gave Edouard a weapon, claiming it was for protection. Though their criminal network, they enlisted Grégory, a small-time offender willing to pull the trigger for a price. On the night of October 11, 2013, he executed the plan, shooting Françoise cold blood inside her home. But the killers made mistakes. Police quickly gathered evidence: Anne's DNA on a cigarette butt near the scene, gunshot residue in her car, and financial links to Edouard and Grégory. They staged the scene as a robbery gone wrong, but forensics analysts shattered their alibi. The crime was premeditated, and Anne was in the center of it all.
I just want to say, if you haven't already, check out the website that's down in the description, because we're now making new merch, like our original Bros of Decay merch, but we also got different kinds of merch down there. And like, we got mugs, we got hats, we got phone cases, everything that you would like, and that would really support the channel. I want to document stories like this, and that those kind of things are literally what makes it possible. Bros of Decay merch, check it out. And let's now film this incredible place over here. They have a very, very big living area, as you can see. A wonderful, wonderful open space where the family could be together. And if it was a happy family, they would have happy memories in here. But I don't really think this was a very happy family. Anna, the daughter of Yves, she was heavily involved in crime and committed a lot of crimes during her lifetime with her ex-husband. Even already a first picture over here. I don't know from what time period or who these people are on this picture. Could have been François and Anne, but I don't really believe so, because she was much older than the lady we see here on the picture on the right side. A lot of books and a cigar box still left here. What in the world is that? What's inside of here? Looks like some fire lighters or something. Of course, the first thing you see on the wall here is a hunting hat and some lovely furniture standing here as well. Let's have a look at this painting. That's a real painting. Wow. Is it signed by somebody? Libet, 1962, it says here. Wow. One of those French upholstery chairs. Beautiful one. And it also looks like at some point a lot of the dishes already have been cleared up, and a lot of the things in the house were starting to get cleared up. I don't know about who or why, but since François passed away, nobody literally was allowed inside here anymore. The question I just asked myself, and the question I also just asked Leon is, for example, if you murder someone, if you murder your own family, are you still heir to whatever is left? Because that would seem very strange to me. You would kill somebody in a very sinister way and then still receive the money. She went to prison for a lifetime, but did she still receive the money, and did she still receive and become owner of this exact house? That's something I've been asking myself while being inside of here. Documents and a lot of stuff left behind over there. Just gonna go over here. Very open space with more literature and books left here. There are very smart people that read a lot and that had a lot of businesses throughout their life. Ooh, that's very moldy. Ducks, of course, a lot of ducks. I haven't shown this chandelier yet. That's hanging here. The copper fishes on there. But also the architecture of the lodge or the manor or whatever you want to call the house that we're inside now is really, really beautiful with the exposed wooden beams, the supporting beams. They even have some design on them. Very, very revealing. Wow. I love these. A cross, a crucifix of Jesus Christ here. My God. A lot of liquor bottles again. I honestly think that this was Yves, the father of the family. Wow. We're gonna see a lot more pictures once we go upstairs in the house. And this one is actually from 2012, but printed in 2012. Yeah, this could have been. He passed away 2 years before his lovely wife, Françoise, got murdered. Oh, look at those plates all the way up there. They're standing on top of this plank of wood. And here they had their large living space, a beautiful space. Couch over here, they could watch the fire. Probably had a television back there in the corner of the room. And when these were open, when these blinds were open, they could overlook the whole backyard and just take in all the nature around the house. The whole table is smack full of glasses, as you can see. They definitely had a fascination for owls. All their belongings, their shoes, their slippers, everything has left after that time. Another one of those boxes completely filled with stuff. Let's look at this corner because it seems very interesting and very full as well. Another owl, as you can see. Yeah, owls are definitely a theme in this house. Here is one, there's literally everywhere. Ah yeah, and this is a old smithing factory, an iron factory. His father was the owner of one of these iron factories and he made significant amounts of money. When Yves passed away, he left the inheritance to his wife Françoise and his daughter Anna, and she actually already got half of the inheritance, so that's why it's extra strange that she decided to assassinate her stepmother. But he left them a house in Spain, this house, 1.5 million euros, another 500,000 in a Swiss bank. He left them so much money, and still that wasn't enough. Well, what do we have down here? Oh, we have a box full of those cassettes. We don't come across these very often anymore. Nat King Cole, the very best of. Beautiful. And this is beer carts, we call them, and this is one of my favorite Belgian beer brands, Cristal. Very nice beer if you ever want to try it. If you ever come to Belgium, definitely do so. Another little liquor cabinet. They definitely loved their liquors. As you can see over here. Wow, I skipped over this lamp completely.
Justice was swift, and investigators pieced together the murder-for-hire scheme, leading to the arrest of Anna and Edouard. Under pressure, Grégory confessed, detailing how Anna orchestrated the plan. In court, the evidence was undeniable. Despite her denials, Anna was found guilty of commissioning the murder. In 2015, she was sentenced to 25 years in prison, while Edouard received 30 years. With the case closed, one truth remains. Françoise Michaux's life was taken over wealth betrayal, and a ruthless desire for power.
It definitely feels like there used to be more inside of this living area. There's such a big empty space, and the only thing that's still lying here is this rug. I think it's a boar skin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's most likely a boar skin. There's definitely a lot of things that have gone missing from this house in a long time. What's this behind here? Oh, wow. I shouldn't ring it, but there's actually a bell hanging here. Whoa, that's wonderful. Again, the same picture of Yves still hanging again on the wall. A lot of porcelain, plates, beautifully painted. Like these mugs down here and everything still left in this place. I love it so much. Again, the theme of ducks coming back over here, chickens, soup canister. Wow. Nothing. All the things are still in here. Silver cutlery and everything. This is made from antlers. Wow. Let's see what we have inside the cabinet. All the plates and everything are still left in here. All the china. And here, in the middle of the room, was their dining space. Again, those red velvet chairs coming back. A wonderful chandelier above it. And the dining table still made for a body of 5. Whoever that body of 5 might have been, I have no idea. But they were very sociable people and they had a lot of people over here, I heard. So they might have had a last party back then. Another wall filled with china. Beautiful jugs hanging here in all different sizes. They have like a sort of signature on the bottom. Don't know exactly what it is. And this copper look on them. Beautiful copper look. Look at this bust standing here. Nano, it says on there. Nano. Okay. And then a very large cabinet standing here in the corner, filled with books again, literature. And another boar rug lying here on the ground. Definitely you can make out that this man, he loved hunting, and it's evident all throughout his house. What a wonderful place. I really adore this living room. It's beautiful. Just saw that we have another sort of crest above the door that depicts a deer on there. And from here, we should also head straight into the next room, which is, I believe, the hallway of the house. Wow. And I saw there was also a room behind me here. Oh, look at that sink. Wow, that is a beautiful sink. Wonderfully made. And the toilet is in the same style. Wow, that's incredible. That's some real style in this place. And another hunting hat lying here above the toilet. The hallway again seems like they are moving things around and putting things outside of the house at some point. One thing I noticed here in the corner of my eye is this statue that says Saint Yves on there. So that's the name of the man, but of course that's a saint. Wow. And also this typical thing that you find in abandoned places, and that most likely a lot of people still have inside of their house, which is a telephone corner. But to our newer generations where I'm from and people that are even younger than me, this is totally out of this world. Like to have a telephone on a stand in the corner of the house. Huh. Probably even a faxing machine. Or no, this is the modem with the Wi-Fi. Yeah. There's a little coin still lying here. A 1 cent, €1 cent coin. And also a small collection of shells This one is super interesting. It has some coral attached to it on the side. Wow. Let's put that all nicely back. Yeah, like I said, a lot of stuff standing here in the corner. Let's look inside the cabinet as well. Here he and she stored their jackets to go out of the house. Some twist-up cameras, Renault, panorama. A lot of things still left here. Oh, there's also a sewing machine. This was the front entrance to the house, with even a crest above there. I don't know if this family was most likely not noble, but they were of grand money, so they definitely had a lot of influence in a lot of places. A little bit of decay here on the wall. House is crumbling just a little bit, but I mean it's still in an incredible shape for being abandoned for 10 years. From here we can go into the kitchen. I first want to look inside of this cabinet here, which is a very, very odd one, because I just looked inside of it and there's actually a sort of staircase in here, and it lets me to believe that this house must have been remodeled at some point and that the staircase led to something at some point. Otherwise I would find it super strange. But now they just store all their cleaning supplies in here, as you can see. And then from here we enter straight into the kitchen. A very lovely, beautiful kitchen with woodwork on the walls and with stuff everywhere scattered around. Beautiful jugs and tea mugs and everything. Oh, cabinet still filled with glasses and spices and coffee. Just like it should be in the kitchen. Ornamentations everywhere. Look at this spice rack that's here on the wall. Wow, it twists around, and then you can literally take one of these out, which are attached with magnets. I just snap it. Oh my god. Okay, that doesn't work anymore because it's completely rusted up. I'm just gonna place it on the side here. But you get the idea. They just twist around and it is attached with magnets. Oh, a display cabinet with our most precious pieces inside of there. Look at that. Some tucks still lying here. They are good until 2014. Okay. My gosh. A small table. Some stuff still on top of there. What do we have here? Whoa. This is actually a basement. My god. Oh my god, it's completely flooded. Is there something we can see in here? No, we can't. Whoa, it smells in there. One thing I saw over here in the kitchen is that there's also a dog bed standing here, so they definitely also had a dog living in this place. Oh. But now we're gonna see a very, very interesting part of the house. Let's go and have a look up there at the beautiful upstairs of this house. A very long hallway I see over here. Whoa, that looks kind of unique. A lot of light could flood in through all these windows here on the side. A lot of symmetry as well. Here we have another hunting hat hanging on the wall. With our first staircase leading up into the first section of this upstairs, of this bedrooms. Yeah, immediately come into a bedroom. You can see this fur jacket hanging here on the wall, which 100% sure must have been of Françoise, the wife of Yves. Yes, wow. Some gold stitching in there. Wooden cabinet here on the side. Nothing of her clothes still in there anymore. We do have this leather perch. I don't know what kind of leather it's made of, but leather perch and another leather perch. A purse when I'm saying, not perch. Another lot of postcards hanging here. Another purse. So many purses. Wow. Is this Yves and Françoise when they were younger? Very vintage picture. And here we have the bed itself, still made since all that time that she passed away. Chandelier, crystal chandelier still hanging above it. The beautiful bed still underneath it. The nightstand, everything still on top. Here's sort of a beauty case or a makeup box left here. A little bit of mold here on the wall. This is also the place where it was crumbling down in the hallway downstairs. So probably a small leak in the roof has caused it here to start leaking. What do we have on this side? There's these boots, Rockenish. They're very hairy boots lying here on top of this chair. Oh, and a collage of pictures. This could have definitely been Anna in her very innocent period of life. You tried to bring up your children in the best way possible, but then they turn out to do something like that. I don't know the family history or the story behind it, of course, but yeah. All the clothes of Françoise still hanging here in the cabinet. Her purses still down below. These are just full of pictures. There we see postage cards of the family that they all received over the years. But there's even some pictures inside of here, I think. Or all these all, no, these are all just postage cards. Very beautiful ones. That's incredible. Wow. Now all of letters written on the back towards the family. Let's see what we do have over here. More makeup supplies and everything. A wooden shoe still lying there. Look at that. That must have been Anna or Françoise sitting there together with the dog that's most likely downstairs in the living space. And is this a photo album? My God. Wow. It's a photo album still filled with all the photos from the family. From Anna and Françoise. Look at that. The forest when she was still very young. Oh. Hiking up a mountain covered with snow. And I think this is the side door of the house. Wow. Oh. So many memories of these people still left in this place. I'm honestly sure that she probably was not able to inherit the house after everything that happened. And to this day, she's still in prison. Look at that. Her going through the forest. That looks like Yves in his younger days. And Françoise in her younger days. Wow. That's an incredible photo album. It's a treasure trove of memories standing there. And this was sort of a boudoir, place where they could dress up. I didn't tell that yet. But here we got some more clothes of Yves himself still lying here in the cabinet. Yes. Okay. So much stuff. More shoes down here, more pantses and everything. What a house. Leon actually just mentioned something to me. He said that this man was actually a dentist, and we can immediately see it over here as well. It says dentist LSD on there, so Yves actually was a dentist. And I just saw a couple of things downstairs that also pointed at, and I will point out later before we go outside again. Here we see a dog with the gun and everything, so hunting was actually his pastime. Ooh, there's even some more decay and mold forming in this place than we thought. See another duck and a seat. A couple of these wooden dolls. Wow. I love the wallpaper as well in this place. It's incredible. Another boudoir filled with stuff. This is a nativity scene with a penguin inside of it. Okay. You find the weirdest things in people's houses. Like the houses, they are full of life and creativity, and you always find things where you're like, okay, I didn't expect to ever find something like this. All the clothing still in here. Another cabinet filled to the brim with books. Oh, and also a little bit of coral reefs. It's a very interesting one. They definitely also traveled a lot around the world, discovered a lot of countries and cultures, as you can see. And I believe that before Yves passed away, this must have been their master bedroom overlooking the backyard. That must be so beautiful. Some antique chair standing here, but again, even more leather purses on top of there. François was definitely a fan of luxury goods. Another lovely picture standing here. This is most definitely a picture of François. Most definitely. And this must have been a picture of Yves. Oh, even a wallet still lying here. Let's see if there's anything of interest inside here. No, it's just to write some things on top. More owls, owls everywhere. Oh, look at this. We have a stack of pictures here of François, of a family dinner. Here's again François coming back. And here's another family event, a family gathering. And that's definitely inside of the house somewhere at some point in time. A cabinet completely filled with clothes again. I literally, if I start counting the owls inside the house, I would have already been at 100 at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're everywhere. Oh, these are some incredibly lovely pictures. Wow. They're amazing. An event happening. Horse riding. Beautiful picture of Yves and François together. Chair with a duck on top of there. And of course, what did you expect? More owls everywhere. But this is one of my favorite features of the house. You have this balcony out here that overlooks their beautiful backyard of the house. Wow, that's just incredible. Moss growing here at this point. But in the backyard back there, there's another something very incredible that I'm going to take you right now. Before we go back outside, I just want to clarify the thing about Yves being a dentist, and I just skipped this when I was here in the hallway. There's a statue of a dentist standing here. There's this woman getting a treatment over here on this sort of clay statue. And also in the living room, we saw another metalworked statue here of, somebody being at the dentist. And that definitely clarifies what the occupation of our Yves was in life. But now, okay, let me go through the window again, back out the house. because there's more to this place than the eye can meet. So we can go through the backyard here. Oh, I would literally get lost here. This is what you'd call truly living in nature, away from everybody, close to his passion of hunting. I don't know if you can already make it out, but there's a small hunting lodge here in the backyard. And that's probably a retreat from Yves when he was out hunting, or I don't know why actually exactly this is back here. There's this house here, this wooden house in the backyard. And it's definitely a place for him to come when he was hunting. The door has been completely broken over time. And there's even a bed and everything still inside of here. A big fireplace to this side, chimney and everything. Still some blocks of wood on there. A lot of cow hides. And here you can even see a picture of a woman or a young man and a cow. And also some antlers, some antler heads still lying here inside of the hunting lodge. There's a bunch more on this side. There's a sort of gear mechanism that turns around. A spinning wheel down there. I think it was more of a sort of man cave, as you can see, because there's also a bar here where you can probably have some friends over and pour some beers, and a sitting area where they can enjoy each other's company. And when they were too drunk, they probably would pass out over here on the bed. That's my assumption of this place. What a sad and deepening story was this. I really felt it going throughout this place. I hope Anna got her justice, but reading from the newspaper, she got 25 years in prison. And she was already at a significant age, so probably she's gonna be the rest of her life in prison. Hopefully. Yves and François, I saw you had a beautiful life. I'm sorry that it had to end like this, but I'm happy that I could document your home and bring it to the internet for one last time. Thank you all for being here with me today. The link to the channel, the link to the website is in the description. Subscribe to the channel, write a nice comment, and also like this video. I'll see you next week, another incredible adventure somewhere in the world.